So today is tomato day. Today's the day this place gets transformed. We'll be changing it into a tomato oasis. It's an exciting day for us here on the farm. But I noticed when I came in, we've got a pretty bad drip irrigation leak down here. So I've already came down here and marked it. Now I've got to cut the line and repair it. So I just cut a small section out. Don't know if y'all can see it. It burst right there. So I like to draw myself a little legend map. Hope y'all can see that. That's my layout for my greenhouse this year. So you can see we're doing double rolls. That's right here. And then you can see we've got 1, 2, 3.5 foot spacing between rolls, which gives me room to put down 3-foot fabric. So right now we won't be putting the fabric down, we'll just be spacing things out. The fabric will come later. All right guys, we had to make a quick trip to Lowe's. Big box store. We had a small incident that could have turned into a big one. Got one that cracked. I went to turn it on and it was leaking. It's cracked. That could have blowed out and cost us hundreds and hundreds of gallons of water. So you don't mess around with stuff like that. You fix it. So here we go. There's the troublemaker.
Okay, so that should be...
Okay guys, we have Tiffany and Daniel here working. Daniel's carrying the plants after I prune them, and Tiffany is planting them, but she's already messing up. Where's your fertilizer at, Tiffany?
Oh, over there.
Daniel, go over and get mommy a bag of fertilizer.
Right
the red
there
bags.
behind you.
Here, Daniel, give this to mommy. Tiffany gets carried away and doesn't think things through. So this is our new hot streak, isn't it, Tiffany?
It is.
Guys, we'll see if we can link it. This a picture from Johnny's in the video of this.
Daniel, hand me that.
We're going to see if we can get I don't know if we're that technologically sound, but we're going to see if we can't get you a video of this. If not, nothing else, maybe we can link it to Johnny's in the description. We'll see what we can do. But this is a new one for us. We're excited about it. And this is a 72-foot greenhouse from Atlas. It's their Budget Plus 30 by 72. So Tiffany is getting ready to plant 33 or 34 tomato plants down through here. And we're doing every other emitter on this because these emitters are every foot. So we're planting these 2 foot apart, and then we're going to train them into a double leader. So we'll let one sucker grow up. So, and I'm going to turn the drip off because Tiffany should be able to see where she's at now. We don't want a mud hole to work in. Okay, we have one row down, and we've done some interplanting. And I'll talk to you about that here in a second. So that is our first roll in the greenhouse. We're going to at least start a second roll here if the lack of light don't hit us too fast. But if you see right here, we've interplanted some beet plugs. Now these are multi-sown plugs. We've put 2 in between each tomato plant, and those will be out of the ground way before the tomato plants have produced their first fruit. And then we run out down here, which is fine. We only intended about that many. And Tiffany is taking, this is the same variety. This is from Johnny's, and this is baby beet. It's I think a 50-day variety there, Tiff.
40 days.
40-day variety from seed. So Tiffany will have the one she's direct seeding here, and she's doing these roughly every inch. And we can always come in and thin out a couple and eat them as really, really baby beets. So she's sowing these right in between the tomatoes so that when we work the tomatoes, we don't have to worry about it being out of line. She's keeping it real tight there. And so we're getting about 12 of them for every foot roughly. So she's getting probably about 24 of them there. And these will be up in 40 days ready to harvest. So these that we've planted from plug should be more like 30 days, maybe even a little quicker. But anyway, so probably roughly the end of March, because we're here the 1st of March. This is what, the 4th, Tiffany?
4th.
March 4th?
Yep.
So March the 4th, we're direct seeding these. So we can bring you back in a video when we start harvesting and show you which one comes up first so you can kind of know for yourself. Now normally our beet plugs would look better. Those got some weather stress. Tiffany either left them out in the cold or left them in too hot a sun or something. They wasn't quite up to par, but they were, for the most part, they're okay. So we're going to finish that, and then we're going to stretch out another roll of drip irrigation and at least start some more tomatoes. Daniel has been our big helper. He has been running tomatoes and beets back and forth to Mom so she can plant them. I've been pruning them, and then Daniel's been walking them down to her. So the last of this roll, the first of the roll was out some of our hot streak, and then we had some Mar Noir and some Marnero, which are purple tomatoes, and then the last 3 in this roll are finished off of Gin Fizz. Now normally we probably would have run a half a roll or a whole roll of each variety. Money was tight this year due to a bad season last year, so we were selective on what seeds we bought, and we used, obviously as always, the seeds left from last year. So we were very selective on what we bought this year to try to save money. This hot streak we've been very excited about. We wanted it last year but couldn't get the seeds in time, so we've got it this year. So talk to you a second about interplanting. So when you got a crop like tomatoes and planting them this early, we'll have to put heat on. So this weekend, as a matter of fact, it's going to be down into the 30s again, so we will put heat in here. So we'll space out 4 propane heaters in here around the greenhouse and try to keep the temperature up minimum 45 degrees, but we're looking for more like 55 degrees. But we don't want to go below 45. Do not want to frost. We definitely do not. But we're looking for 55 degrees. 60 would be great if we can afford it. So the interplanting helps you have a crop coming out of here that will help pay for the crop you're growing. So we can pay for the propane that's going in here with the crops we're harvesting, like lettuce, beets, radishes, and so forth. So it just helps you overcome those obstacles. So we're going to stretch out some more drip here, and we'll bring you back in a second. Okay, we are finishing up. So I'll post this video tonight, March the 4th. That way it'll be up for everybody. So I'll show you what we got here. Tell you what we're doing. So Tiffany's got these to finish. You'll see them laying right there in the pots. We've got them laid out for her. She's down here sitting on her hind end doing nothing. I mean, sitting on her hind end working hard. That's what I meant to say. Right, Tiff?
Exactly.
So we've got all these planted. So we are a foot between the two tomato rolls, 14 inches between the drip. And then of course we're planting it diagonal, as you can see. So the diagonal will give us probably around 14 to 15 inches between tomato plants, which will help with that tight spacing that we're doing, which should work out great. I'm trying this year because it should help me with my lowering and leaning. I had some issues last year lowering and leaning because of the way the rolls were laid out. So I'm trying this. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna go back to the other plan next year. But this is what we're trying. And as you can see, we got some early lettuce planted down our middle row. That row is 4 feet in the middle. So these over here will only be 3.5 foot. So, and this whole row she's planting right now is our hot streak. So if you got any questions, put them down in the comments. We'll try to help you out the best we can. We're using a Spoma tomato tone on our tomatoes in here. It's organic. That's all we use is organic. We're certified organic, so we're organic from the ground up. If you don't start out organic, you can't finish organic. You can say, I grow organic, but if you started out with a chemical fertilizer, you're not organic.
And if you put the new tomato seeds and tomato purple plants in your garden or in your yard, you are no longer organic either.
Now that's not all purple tomatoes. This is the new one. I can't remember the name of it that Tiffany's talking about that's out there right now. There's a lot of comments and stuff going on all over the internet about it. Bottom line is it's GMO, so we don't grow it. Organic does not allow GMO, so we will not be growing it. Nor would I have grown it if I wasn't organic. Not a fan of GMO. Don't trust it. So you do you, I do me, but I don't do GMO. We don't buy GMO, bring it in the house, so we ain't gonna grow GMO. It's just not who we are. That's one reason why we're certified organic, is because we want to avoid GMOs. We want to avoid chemicals. We were growing without chemical pesticides and chemical fertilizers and herbicides. Matter of fact, herbicides never ever used. But we've been growing without the other stuff even 6 to 10 years before we were organic certified. It's just something we chose not to do. The only time since we've owned this farm that there has been any kind of a chemical used on it was year one. We used a chemical fertilizer and we put down lime that I can't tell you if the lime was organic because at that time I didn't know to know any better. So I just bought lime and we put down lime and we used a regular like 10-10-10 fertilizer that no doubt was not organic. Since I wasn't looking for organic, it wasn't. But that was when we first bought the farm, year one, first year garden. So you need 3 years for that what they say for that dissipate out of the soil. So we were way past 3 years when we got organic certified. So, all right, guys. Hey, like and subscribe. Hit that notification icon. We'll try to keep you updated on this stuff as we go. We've got a lot more to plant in here. This is just the start. This is the start. Me and Tiffany will be back down here tomorrow. I got a dentist appointment at some point tomorrow, but we'll be back down here tomorrow.
Daniel will be here too. He don't have school.
And Daniel will be here with us. You gonna be here helping tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. So, like, subscribe, share this video, comment in the comments below. It helps with our placing on YouTube. The more comments I have below in the video, the more preference that YouTube will give us. So help us out, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. Come back, we'll show you more.